All right, we're gonna go ahead and get started. We're gonna start in child's pose, actually.
Ooh,
So coming
okay.
into child's pose on your mat. Bring your toes together to touch. Bring your knees out wide, press back into your hips and let your belly drop between your legs as you bring your forehead to the mat. Take a big deep breath in. Let it out. Another big deep breath in. Let it out. Relaxing into this shape. Really press down into your hips. Lengthen through your spine and begin to connect with your breath. Walk your hands over to the right. Breathing into the left side body. Walk your hands to center and over to the other side. Breathing into the right side body. Bring your hands back to center. Extend out through your hands, really pressing, spreading your fingers out wide and then pressing back. Waving up into tabletop position, wrists underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. On your inhalation, drop your belly, lift your heart, look up. On your exhalation, pull your belly button towards the ceiling, round your back. Just moving in and out of cat-cow at your breath, at your pace. Lingering wherever you need to linger. And coming back to tabletop position. Extend your right foot out on the mat, toes on the mat to start really press through your heel, giving your calf a stretch. You get to control the stretch on this one, so the harder you press, the more of a stretch you get. Just find that place, not too hard, not too easy, just right. Engage your core, lift your right leg up, reach out through your left fingertips, check in, hug in towards the midline. Engage those muscles of your core. Bring your knee and your elbow in and release, in and release. 3 more at your breath. And hold, hug in. Bring your hand down, bring your knee down, switch sides, extend your left leg out on the mat. Give your calf a stretch. Play with it here. Core is engaged, belly lifted. Lift your left leg. Reach out through your right fingertips. Bring your knee and your elbow in and release. In and release. 3 more with your breath. And hold. Bring your hand down, bring your knee down. 1 more cat-cow for reset. Drop the belly, lift your heart, look up. Pull your belly button towards the ceiling, round your back. Come back to tabletop position. We're gonna bring our knees a little bit wider than our hips. We're coming into a twist. Bring your left hand in towards your midline. Your right arm reaches up towards the ceiling. Reach as far as your fingers will go. Now, thread the needle under, bringing your right shoulder down on the mat, your head come down on the mat. You can hang out right here. You can take your left hand overhead. You can take your left arm up and back. So find that arm position that works best for you. Breathe your way in. Unwind. Come back to tabletop position. Wrists underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. You might want to bring your knees a little bit wider than your hips. Now this time we're bringing our right hand in towards your midline. Lift the left arm up. Reach up through your fingertips as far as they'll go as we thread the needle under on this side. Bringing your shoulder down on the mat and your head come down on the mat. Check out the arm position that works best for you. Breathe your way in. Unwind. Come back to tabletop position. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog, coming high up on your toes, lift your hips, press your heels back and down, pedal your feet. Down diggity dog. Breathe your way in. Walk your hands back. Long spine, standing forward fold, Uttanasana. Coming up onto the fingertips, Ardha Uttanasana, look forward. Fold, Uttanasana. One more, Ardha Uttanasana, look forward. Fold. Deep bend in your knees, inhale, arms lift up, lift all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Call to mind your intention for your practice today. Hold that intention in your mind's eye and let it go. Inhale, arms lift up. Fold forward, Uttanasana. Walk your hands forward, coming into plank position. Core engaged, belly lifted. Breathe. Come forward into up dog or cobra. Inhale, lift up. Press your hips to the heels. Press back to child's pose. Take a big deep breath in. Let it out. Tuck your toes, lift your hips. Downward facing dog, coming high up on your toes. Lift your hips. Press your heels back and down. Float your right leg up towards the ceiling. Press out through your heel. Draw your knee in. Step through. Low runner's lunge. Drop the back knee down. Melt the toes of the back foot. Find your balance. Arms sweep up. Hug in towards the midline. Look up. Hands come down on either side of your front foot. Tuck the toes of your back foot. Step back to downward facing dog. Come high onto your toes. Lift your hips. Press your heels back and down. Left leg lifts up. Reach high. Draw your knee in. Step through low runner's lunge on this side. Melt the knee onto the mat, melt the toes onto the mat. Find your balance, arms lift up. Hands come down on either side of your front foot. Melt the toes of the back, or tuck the toes of the back foot. Step back, downward facing dog. Look between your hands, step or hop to the top of the mat. Lengthen through, fold. Inhale, lift up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms sweep up, reach high, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway, fold. Step your left foot way back, high runner's lunge. We're gonna bring your left hand down, right hand to your knee. Begin to twist to the right, lifting your right arm up. Right hand comes down, press into your feet, arms lift up. Hug in towards the midline, even here. Press out through your feet as you reach up. Hands come down on either side of your front foot. Step back to downward facing dog. Come high onto your toes, lift your hips, press your heels back and down. Look forward between your hands, step your left foot to the top of the mat. Engage your core, arms lift up. Now reach your right arm forward, left arm back, coming into a twist. Hug in, press out through your legs, lunge into that front knee, breathe. Windmill your hands to the top of the mat, step together at the top of the mat. Bring your hands to your shins, press and lengthen forward, fold Uttanasana. Inhale, lift up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms sweep up, reach high, fold forward. Inhale, halfway. Fold, right leg steps way back, high runner's lunge. Plant your right hand down, left hand comes to the knee, and then lifts up into a twist. Really press out through your back leg. Hug in. Top arm comes down. Inhale, lift up, reach up. Hands come down on either side of your front foot. Step back to downward facing dog. Look forward, step the right foot to the top of the mat. Engage your core, arms sweep up. Now we're going to twist to the right. Right arm forward, left arm back. Sink into your front knee. Windmill your hands to the top of the mat. Step together at the top of the mat. Bring your hands to your shins, lengthen forward. Fold. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Bend your knees, Utkatasana, chair, sit back deep. Bring your hands together at heart center. Tuck your tailbone. See if you can sit back a little bit deeper. Breathe. Twist to the right. Right elbow, left thigh. Come back to center, twist to the other side. Come back to center, fold Uttanasana. Inhale to lengthen and fold. Plant your hands, step or hop back to plank. We're gonna hold our plank. You can always bring your knees down if you need to. If you wanna increase the heat, bring your right knee down, tap the knee, straighten. Left knee down, tap the knee, straighten. Just little marching, tap, straighten, tap, straighten, tap, straighten, tap, straighten. Just do a few more rounds here. Then knees, chest, and chin, or chaturanga. Hug everything in. Inhale, upward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take it back. Left leg floats up towards the ceiling. Press out through your heel. Bring your knee in. We're going to take the foot, right foot, only halfway up the mat. We're going to roll onto the side of the right foot. Left arm lifts up. Really press into that front leg. Now the right hand's going to come to the left hand to the left knee. We're going to drop our hip down. We're going to lift up. We're going to press the hip away. So it gives us a little stretch along this right side of the body. Keep lifting up. And then lift back up. Come back to downward facing dog. Right foot lifts up, reach high, bring the right foot about halfway up, toes turn towards the side. Left wrist under the left side. We're coming onto the side of the left foot. Right hand on top of the right knee. And then drop the left hip down. Keep lifting up. Press into the foot, lift back up, come back to downward facing dog. Coming high up on the toes, lift the hips, press the heels back and down. Look forward to the top of the mat, walk the feet up to the top of the mat. Bring your hands to your shins, press and lengthen forward, fold Uttanasana. Inhale, lift up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Bend your knees, Utkatasana, chair sit back deep. Fold Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway. Fold, plant your hands, step or hop back to plank, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward. Exhale, downward. We're going to float our right leg up towards the ceiling. We're going to draw our knee in for pigeon on the right side. So taking a moment to sink into your pigeon. Lifting up, proud pigeons, puffing out your chest and your heart. We're going to lead with our chin as we take a couple waves down with our breath. So leading with your chin, coming down. On your inhale, lift up, lead with the back of your neck. 2 more with your breath. One more. And then coming all the way down, prayerful pigeons. Sinking down as far as it feels right in your body. Maybe you stay up on your hands, maybe you come down onto your forearms, maybe you come all the way down, melting into this posture. Lifting back up, proud pigeons. One last time, puffing out that chest and the heart. Now we're gonna bend our left foot back. We're gonna reach back for that left foot, drawing the left leg in. Breathe your way in. So if you like to take the full expression of this posture, wrapping the foot into your elbow crease and reaching up with the right hand, go for it. I will not be joining you there, but wherever you are is exactly where you need to be. Breathe your way in. And if this is too much for your foot, you can always use a strap, taking a strap around the foot to draw that in. Releasing the foot, hands come forward, step back to downward facing dog. Take it back. Float your left leg up towards the ceiling, press out through your heel, coming forward into pigeon on this side. Lift up, proud pigeons, puffing out your heart and your chest. Lead with your chin as you come on down. Bring your chin in towards your chest, lead with the back of the neck, lift up. Just move with your breath as you come down and lift up. Last one, come down and lift up. And then coming all the way down, whatever that means for you, either onto staying upright, coming down onto blocks, onto books, onto forearms, or all the way down, melt into pigeon. Lifting up, proud pigeons, puffing out your chest and your heart. Pour weight into your left thigh. We're going to take our right leg over and around. Oh, excuse me. No, we're not. Well, we can do this. Actually, we have a little bit of time. And we can make it on both legs. Ground down, lift up, hug in, twist to the right, lengthen up through the top of your head, gaze over your right shoulder. Look forward, unwind, counter twist to the other side. All right, we're gonna unwind. We're gonna switch legs. We're gonna tuck our right leg under, left leg over, lengthening up through the top of our head, hug in, twist to the left. Lots of yummy twists today. Twisting feels so good. Look forward, unwind, counter twist to the other side. Look forward, bring your legs around in front of you. All right, with our feet on the mat, we're gonna lengthen up through the top of our head, core is engaged, belly lifted, lift your legs up. So I still have that hip flexor thing going on, so do as I say, not as I do. Here you have options. We're gonna hug in, lengthen up through the top of your head. You can reach both arms out here. You can begin as you've got your arms out to straighten your legs as you lengthen up. Find where it feels best in your body. Boat pose, Navasana. Hug in and breathe. Bring your feet down, lift up through the top of your head, reach out, slowly come back onto your back. Draw your knees in, lift your head, lift your tailbone, turn into a little ball. Exhale your head down, rock it out from side to side. Rock it all out. Bring your feet down onto the mat, walk your heels back, hands come down at your sides. Tip your pelvis bone back as you lift your hips up, coming into bridge. Walking your hands underneath you, bring your hands together, interlace your fingers, lift your hips up. Releasing your hands, slowly coming down, slowly, slowly, slowly. All right, we're gonna take that up one more time, and it's yogi's choice, bridge or wheel. So you can do exactly what we just did, or if you'd like to take it up into full wheel, you can walk your hands back, pressing into your feet, lifting up either onto your shoulders, interlacing your fingers underneath you, or lifting up into wheel. Yogi's choice, breathe your way in. Slowly coming back down. Drawing your knees in, lift your head, lift your tailbone, turn into a little ball. Exhale your head down, rock it out from side to side, rock it all out. All right. Bring your shins parallel to the mat, knees together. Open your arms out wide like a T. Let your knees fall over to the right as you gently turn your head left. Lift your knees up to center. Let them fall over to the other side as you gently turn your head to the right. Lift your knees up to center, extend your legs out on the mat, and begin to make your way into Shavasana, corpse pose. Bring your hands down at your sides, palms face up, open to receive. Do whatever you need to do to get as comfortable and cozy as possible in your Shavasana, the most important pose of all of yoga. Begin to settle in. Today's meditation from the mat by Rolf Gates begins with a quote by Captain J.A. Hatfield. "The art of resting the mind and the power of dismissing from it all care and worry is probably one of the secrets of our great men. Throughout our practice, our mind wanders. We become distracted, we feel fatigued, and then we remember and we begin again. We come into the now. We feel and hear our breathing. We feel the air on our skin. Our attention opens to encompass the experience of our entire body. And we see what we are looking at. We are conscious of our heartbeat slowing. We are practicing asana. Then our mind wanders. We fatigue. We remember, and we begin again. Over time, we come to associate a distracted mind with fatigue, anger, desire, resentment, and sorrow. We come to see the present as a refuge from the pain of our imagination. We come to see that the present is the place where love lives. We develop the habit of a restful, focused mind. At the end of our practice, we take this restful mind to a deeper level. In Shavasana, or corpse pose, we practice profound stillness, using the same patient willingness to begin again. We deepen our ability to rest. We do not differentiate between rest and work. We are still in action, alert in rest. Deepen your next inhalation. Take a big breath in. Let it out through your mouth. Taking another big, deep breath in. Letting it out. Bringing small movement to your toes and to your fingers. And maybe moving your head from side to side. And when you're ready, bending your knees, bringing your feet to the mat. We'll gently and carefully roll to the right side, pausing there for just a moment, honoring the transition out of the practice as much as we honor the practice itself. When you're ready, push yourself up to a nice comfortable seated position, eyes closed, hands at heart center. Yoga will teach you so much about yourself. It will help you become flexible in mind, in body, and in spirit. For that, I'm truly grateful. Thank you so much for coming to class. Namaste. Good work, yogis.